Shabbat shalom. Praise the Most High. Just open up your heart to Him. He gave you the gift of life. Just do the right thing. Keep His law. That's what you must do. That's what you must do. Shabbat shalom, welcome to King David Ministry. Love, peace, save lives. Praise high, I hope you're having a wonderful day today, people. I'm gonna I've posted a recap and all the information which I was posting, which is relevant and very important. But I don't want to keep on repeating myself, so I'll just posted them before the main lesson, and I'll just give you new information in this lesson here. Okay. So Shabbat Shalom, praise the living Creator. Who had a wonderful day. There's his name, higher. I'm the high priest of Israel. I can just jump straight into the lesson. The introduction is on the other lessons, on the other videos. Shofar blast. I'm going to get the shofar. Hang on. Praise higher. This is for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those of the injustices. Praying for the end to come soon. Destruction to the wicked. Can't play it too loud, my son's asleep. I'm a full-time carer. Right, we're in the law first. Praise high for the perfect law. Not to till the ground in the sabbatical year. Leviticus 25 verse 4. Not to do any work on the trees in the sabbatical year. Leviticus 25 verse 4. I'll talk quietly because my son's asleep. I don't want to wake him up. Not to reap the aftermath that grows in the sabbatical year in the same way as it is reaped in other years. Leviticus 25 verse 5. Not to gather the fruit of the trees in the sabbatical year in the same way it is gathered in other years. Leviticus 25 verse 5. This law is coming back. It was not done away with. Go and check out the introduction and the recap. 2 separate videos which I'm feeding for free, man. Never taking donations. Next, in the Apocrypha, in the Book of Jubilees. Okay, so we're looking at giants, because the evidence of giants in this area. People part secret societies, yeah, they're trying to hide it. Antarctic Treaty. When Noah's Ark happened, I was on that ark, man. I was sharing the past life of a woman reincarnated. Right. And basically, the big flood happened, the biblical flood, and the mud flood happened as well. And the Tartarian Empire was kind of interrupted. Okay, and you can prove it. We can prove that, man. So this is Jubilees, chapter 3, verses 17. It's going to give you a backstory, and then I'll go into the giants and how they came to be. And after the completion of the 7th year, I'm just going to jump into it, and you'll start to understand it. which he had completed there 7 years exactly, and in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the serpent came and approached the woman. Remember, there's a serpent seed on this earth, man. Vatican, NASA, medical industry, the ones who took us over, snake and a rod, man. Serpent for NASA's imagery, and a subliminal messaging where the Pope sits in the back here. Snake, understand? Lucifer's children, man, and his supporters. The serpent came and approached the woman, and the serpent said to the woman, "Has Higher commanded you, saying you should not eat of every tree of the garden?" And he said to it, "Of all the fruit of the trees of the garden, Higher has said unto us, Eat, but the fruit of the tree which in the midst of the garden, Higher said unto us, You should not eat thereof. Neither shall you touch it, lest you die." And the serpent said to the woman, "You shall not surely die, for Higher does know that on the day you shall eat thereof, your eyes shall be opened, and you will be as gods, and you will know good and evil." And the woman saw the tree, that it was agreeable and pleasant to the eye, and its fruit was good for food, and she took thereof and ate. And so she slept with the serpent, man. And that's what they're not telling you. She slept with the serpent seed came forth, and that's Cain, okay? Lucifer, man. Lucifer, the fallen angel, man, who came down the morning star, man. It states in Isaiah 14, verse 12. Understand? Luciferians around society. And when she had first covered her shame with fig leaves, she gave thereof to Adam, and he ate, and his eyes were opened, and he saw that he was naked. And he took fig leaves and sewed them together and made an apron. So that's the fall of Lucifer. Now we jump across to chapter 4, verse 16. And in the 11th Jubilee, Jared took himself a wife and named her Baraka. I'm dyslexic, autistic, and I don't use to fit. Please bear with me when I'm reading. The daughter of Razjul, daughter of his father's brother, in the 4th week of this Jubilee, and she bore him a son in the 5th week, in the 4th year of the Jubilee, and called his name Enoch. And he was the first among men that are born on this earth, who learnt writing and knowledge and wisdom, and who wrote down the signs of heaven according to the order of their month. And that's why the Book of Enoch was taken out, because NASA wanted to come along and play God. Antarctic Treaty, man, the longest serving treaty. Look at that flat earth map here, look. Flat earth, man. Do you understand? It's not a globe. It says in a book that men might know the seasons, of the years according to the order of the separate months. That's why he wrote it down for us. And he was the first to write a testimony, and he testified to the sons of men according to the generations of the earth, and recounted the weeks of the Jubilees, and made known to them the days of the years, and he set in order the months, and recounted the Sabbaths of the years, as we made them known to him. And now that we follow the Gregorian calendar, 3 chronological time periods, now we're in captivity. Oh my gosh, challenging the living creator, trying to set themselves up to be God's man, understand? And what was and what will be. And he saw a vision of his sleep, and as it will happen to the children of men throughout their generations. The day of judgment, he saw and understood everything, and he wrote the testimony. He saw the end, and he wrote it all down. Judgment day, and he placed a testimony on earth for all children of men, and for their generations. Okay, you can go down. It goes to verse 22, and he testified to the watchers, who had sinned with the daughters of men, for these had begun to unite themselves so as to be defiled. Unite themselves, and giants came into the earth, man. That's what they're trying to hide people by secret societies, man. It's all real. Sasquatch, it's all real, man. Cynocephali, doghead men, it's all real, man. They're hiding it from me. Fairies, it's all real, man. All of it is real. They put it in films, making it all make believe it's real. Do you understand? When people do witchcraft and that, man, and wizardry, what they're doing, they're tapping into the evil spirits, they're tapping into evil spirits, man, a spiritual realm. What am I doing now? I'm the high priest of Israel, spiritual, man, do you understand? The spiritual high priest of Melchizedek, man. Archangel Michael walking this earth, man. Best believe, man. It's all spiritual, man. They've taken and they began to unite themselves and to defile with the daughters of men, and Enoch testified against them all, and he was taken from among the children of men, and we conducted him into the garden of Eden in majesty and honor, and behold, there he wrote down the condemnation and judgment of the world, and all the wickedness of the children of men, and the count of it. So I just wanted to read that here to show you that the giants, the mud flood, the biblical flood, are real. And there's more information regarding the biblical flood in this book, The Secret History of Human Resets, the Great Mud Flood of 1834, the 1587 Plasma Event, and the biblical flood, and other historical reset theories. The biblical flood, the biblical flood, the biblical flood giants, the biblical flood, secret societies, Donny Davis, the secret history of human resets Tartaria. They reset, man. They took the opportunity to reset when the mud flood happened, man. They reset when they hid all the technology. The World Fairs was where they all gathered together to get their story straight, man. You best believe, man. So that's why wickedness came to the earth. The mud flood happened. It's part of the biblical flood, and they wasn't all killed off, man. They wasn't all killed off. And when it came to pass, chapter 5, when it came to pass, when the children of men began to multiply upon the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the angels of higher saw them on a certain year of this jubilee, that they were beautiful to look upon, and they took themselves wives of all whom they chose, and they bare unto them sons that were giants. That's the word, giants. Giants. And I mean, like, some of these are massive. Go and check out Mud Fossil University YouTube channel. Fucking amazing, man. Blessings from King David. Yeah, you done a damn good job, man. You're one clever bro, man. You are one clever bro. Do you understand, man? You got a good eye, man. You got a flipping good eye, I tell you now, my brother. You are blessed with that eye, man. To see and to share that knowledge with the world, man. Thank you. The angels of higher, and lawlessness increased on the earth, and all flesh corrupted its way, alike men and cattle and beasts and birds and everything that walks on the earth. You know what? That's why I'm here, the priest king, man. Pastor John, man. The one who the Portuguese search for one back, man, aka King David, man. Webster's 1828 definition of what Americans, the copper colored tribes when they were the Europeans. The giants, man. The giants, man. Shit. Where was we, man? We're in this book now, man. Yo, the Bible is real. It's a historical document for people. More people are the Israelites. While they're trying to hide it, man. They have an Operation Counter Prevention of Black Messiah. The Flat Earth Conspiracy by Eric DeBar. Divided in two parts. Throughout history, all over the world, hundreds of giant skeletons have been discovered, unearthed, recorded, and in recent times photographed and preserved for. I can't read that. I'm dyslexic. Thanks to suppression and censorship by the Smithsonian and other establishment organisations. However, most people are completely unaware of these amazing discoveries. Think about this. There have been Nephilim living all over the world according to the Bible. But despite that fact, the Smithsonian Institute, National Geographic, the Discovery Channel, and any of the official sanctioned archaeological expedition teams, between the whole lot of them, have supposedly not been able to cough up one single solitary bone, fragment, fossil, or artifact that would be evidence of these Nephilim. Has the elite controlled academic mainstream covered something up? Here then are a number of these reports about discoveries of the remains of human or humanoid giants. Keep in mind, numerous times these findings were turned over to government authorities, particularly to the Smithsonian, by conscientious and well-meaning citizens, only to have these artifacts then disappear permanently. Matthew 2:4, wolves in sheep's clothing. We've been lied to, man. Giants are real. Giants helped, even in the 1800s and that, man. They were helping, man. I've seen pictures online, man. They were helping, just working alongside us everyday Joe, like humans, man. Understand? Just giants, man, help do construction work and that, man. Understand? They're lying to you. They moved a lot of them underground, and a lot of them, live past the Antarctic Ice Wall, the Antarctic Treaty, the longest serving treaty. Secret societies lying to you, man. Understand? Next, I just want to read. That's about giants. Nation Knows No Colour Line by J.A. Rogers. So the fair whites to the north, the fair whites to the north issued strict orders against even marriage of their princes with his people. The fair not whites to the north, so bear that in mind. And then you've got this book here, The Everyday Life of the Goth, the Franks and the Vandals by Malcolm Todd, page 4. So you've got the Pale tribes, the ones who took over Rome, who were Rome's slaves. They took over Rome, man. But even the outline of the story itself is gripping. The Cimbri and Teutones began a joint migration en masse southwards from their northern homeland. This was no mere warrior raid, for they had their women folk and children with them in their wagons. They came to take over Rome. Okay. And I just wanted to show you that about the barbarians, the Goths, Franks and the Vandals. That's just history, just trying to like highlight who they were before, and then you got Rome, who's Esau ruling in darkness. You got this book here, The Annals of the Caledonians, Picts and Scots. The progenitor of the Caledonians is Arthur Shack, okay, who he descends from Shem, okay. So the island at a certain period, according to the Richard of Cirencester, was divided by the Romans into 6 parts or provinces: Prima, Secunda, Flavia, Maxima, Melentia, and Vespania. Maxima, he says, arises from the furthest borders of Flavia, belongs to the lower part of Sevius wall, which runs along the whole island. That's Hadrian's Wall, and it looks upon these of the north a space. He adds, I'll do part 2 now, people coming up, man.